I don't know. What are the
What would you
non-family
like
ish?
us to do? What would
No,
you
for
like us to
real. I want to see like stuff for grown-ups that don't have children. Like everybody
do?
talks a lot of whatever about. Okay, who has money to burn? It's people in their 30s with no kids. So everybody panders to like the lowest
I don't
RO.
have money to burn. I don't have kids and I'm in my 30s. But okay, I get it.
Relatively speaking, you have money to burn compared to any parent version of you. I promise. You have
Okay.
luxuries in your life. They do not. They just don't. So if you really like look at the situation, like the highest income pool is the most ignored for all the people trying to get more tax dollars at the situation for the neighborhood. Because it's
Mhm.
not like, yeah, parents and kids is going to do shit. But if you can get a bunch of adults to come on a regular basis and dump money into things, you get a lot of money.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm like mad interested in events. Like the music scene's a huge passion of mine, venues, call it whatever. But like honestly, the coolest thing I seen in like my neighborhood was that Monkland festival thing where it was like, oh, say we're competing with downtown for a minute. That's dope. I don't have to go downtown or leave
Conklin was
NDG
cool.
to go to anything. I don't know about Cotonej. It might actually have more options. I don't really spend that much time in Cotonej, but for me, it's
Yeah.
like cool. I know what the parents care about. I know what the kid friendly stuff is, but I don't know where the adult stuff is. And nobody's had an answer. Most times they deflect at that point. And I'm like, fair enough. I just assume that these aren't good voting topics because some of the issues might like piss off parents if you're like, yeah, I'm cool with the weed friendly space over there. Like, like it creates a bit of a paradigm, but like that that's where I think a lot of the issues is like 9 times out of 10, it's like the family friendly event's boring as shit. I don't want to like you guys say
Yeah.
family friendly, and I'm like, oh, I gotta be sober or at least pretend I'm sober. That's
I get
not
it. I get it.
really it, you know. Like,
I get what you mean. I get what you. I'm taking notes.
and I don't know that I ever seen a politician since I've been in my mid 20s and cared that really gave a crap about non-parents and that are adults. They care about
Mhm.
students for some reason, but like they
Yeah.
don't care about like regular office worker dude. That's just
I know.
like,
I know what you mean. It's not because I made the choice to stay single that I have to be penalized because I don't have children. You know what I mean? I get what you mean. There are no events. It's like the Sex and the City. Have you watched it?
yeah,
So it's the same thing, where like she's like, not because I don't have kids that I can't be celebrated. Like they celebrate moms and all that. Let's celebrate single women. You know what I mean?
I do. And
It's like we're almost shamed because we're in the 30s, we're in our 30s and we don't have kids and we don't have a family and like it's not a real life until you have kids and you're married.
or at least politicians don't care. Is my general feeling, and I know that they care,
It's the
right?
whole
And
society.
and I
I
know
think it's
that
the
like they care, but and I get the social dynamics of how the optics of I've had people be like, I wish I could smoke a joint with you in the park, but like, if I get a picture taken with me, and I'm like, say a word, I'm never running for office until that's cool. But like,
no, I get what you mean.
I don't know. So it's hard for me to even like picture it because like it just feels like there is no room in the issues. Like honestly, affordable housing is a small concern for me. It's not my biggest concern. And like a lot of these things, I mean, it's a relatively small concern, but I'm also like, it's kind of like that's such a big topic that I don't know how anyone on earth solves that problem. Canada as a country is failing that issue. It's a federal
Yeah.
issue more than it's anything else, and I don't think a lot of people realize that. Um, but like with that, it's like, okay, so what about the cultural development of my neighborhood? So like honestly, it's more fun. Like, what the coolest thing I saw was when Alex Montenegro bootleg organized this like summer of events prior to COVID at Trenholm Park, and it was like bootleg mixed movies in the park, and it was like bootleg everything. It was so amazing. But like it didn't feel like this is some kid thing the whole way through. It just felt like there's stuff in the park. Come to the park and do stuff. And I feel like that's it. Like to me, there's a lack of like that adult shit in the neighborhood, and it's almost
Okay.
like you
Yeah,
can't
yeah, yeah. I
even
agree.
go in that direction because of city bylaws, and I don't mean like 4 bars on Sherbrooke that are all within walking distance of each other. I mean like the rest of it, like there is
The
nothing to
cool
do
stuff.
in Fielding. Nothing to do here. Honestly,
None.
you don't even
No.
unless you go to a park. That's like the only That's why
That's the
parks
only
are so
thing.
hot because there's nothing else to do.
Yeah, it's true.
So,
Totally agree with that.
and my only play for that to incentivize y'all is if y'all make it a cultural spot where other people that don't live here come here, the businesses here make more money, thus shifting blah blah blue blees and everybody's happier.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to accomplish
Make
those
it known.
goals, but it feels like it's never really talked about except for this apparent venue that's getting made. Apparently they're making a venue in NDG.
Okay. Well, I think you mean like something like, how Laval people, they never come to downtown just because they have everything in Laval. Like they have Centropolis
Yeah.
and it's kind of their downtown and like there are things happening there. Like you actually dressed up and you go out in Laval,
Yeah,
which is
that
like,
kind of feel. People from Laval really don't come to Montreal unless they have to.
no, because they have everything there. They have their downtown, they have the movies, and it's actually a thing. And now Discount also is a bit like that. Every time I go there, I'm like, damn, they don't need to come to Montreal. They don't need downtown. And downtown is a mess right now with all the construction. Even more like, yeah, but I hear you. So you would like something like that for NDG or similar. Just things to do for adults.
Yeah, like
I get it.
I mean, I
I
don't
feel the same way.
and I don't know. That would be like the most things. I mean, I know that stuff exists and I've talked to people and I'm like, I mean, I realize a lot of my wish list is pretty grandiose and not going to happen. But like in general, that's it. It's like a focus on creating a like how do you get these 22-year-olds to be like hashtag NDG everywhere they go? Like to me that should be like the actual goal of like everybody because that generates imagine you had fucking Kylie Jenner taking pictures of the freaking Couche-Tard. Now it's not a Provisoire on Madison with the Our Lady of Grace mural or whatever. Like like how do you create that ecosystem? That would be like litty stuff that would excite me and make young people give a crap about politics.
Yeah. Good
But
point.
but but I don't know. I don't know how to actually implement that because then you get to the rest of the world and etc. And
That's why you need younger people who would be receptive to that, elected,
yeah,
because it's all about priorities. It's all about mentality, priorities, what for you makes sense. And to me, this what you just said makes a lot of sense. And maybe that like it's not because it's not about age, but age has a lot to do with it. We like to enjoy our time right now. It's different.
yeah, no, I know. I think that would be the thing I care the most about. Otherwise, I mean, it's a lot of better snow removal and the regular stuff that people would all love. Where trust, I know that that's a can of worms and that nobody has
And
answers.
everything in life, you need a bit of everything. You need pleasure, you need serious stuff, you need a bit of everything.
No, I feel that. Um, I don't know what else to ask about all that stuff. I feel like at this point, anything else would just go circular because we've reached that
Yeah.
point where that's what you're gonna be able to answer about things. But do you have anything else that you want to share with the people?
Honestly, all I'd like to say is that I'm a person, a very devoted person. I would love to serve my community. I would love to be there for my Codeneige people and to be given a chance to show them all I can do for them. And I don't even want to say more than that. I like to act. Actions speak louder than words. So if you guys want to give me a chance, just vote for me, and you'll see. Sometimes you have to take risks in life.
No, I definitely appreciate that. I don't think I can vote for you, so I don't really have a
No,
huge stake in the
but you can vote
Kokonesh.
for my party.
I can vote for I think Joel and do we get to vote for the mayor of Montreal? Like I really don't remember how municipal voting works.
If there, yeah, like if there's no candidates, you can vote for like you vote for the mayor and you vote for the candidate in your borough. Yeah,
But the mayor of NDG or the mayor of Montreal?
all of them, all of
Fair.
the above.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, that's definitely dope. I appreciate you coming in. I think
Thank you
it's a
so
great
much for having me.
conversation. I get
Yeah, it was a convo.
thank y'all to those that were watching. I appreciate everybody here. And for those of you watching it in the future, definitely make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all those good things that you're supposed to do. Make sure to check out Rita's stuff so you can get a sense of where she's at and follow her on the socials and all that good stuff. Remember, elections in November, everybody. Yo, live long
November 7th.
and prosper, everyone.
Thank you, Holden.